I think that this is Biden. This is kind of an energy of feeling like someone has to give up some kind of way. Just like trying to separate from some sort of a bad situation, mental health even, or could be an issue with health in general, even some internal mutiny against this person some type of way. I see something getting in the way and him not being able to see it through. I'm concerned about, you know, any cognitive declines. And it looks like his hands are tied as it relates to that. So whatever process is going on there cognitively, it does seem to be a chronic degenerative issue. Like, it's not going to get better. There is a plan to try to push President Biden out so that he will only serve this one term. So I do see that. That actually is showing up in the cards. Like, while we're waiting for this to finalize and finish running its course, then somebody else or something else starts to rise up as either like as a replacement, able to kind of to take an opportunity here. The Seven of Wands card is a letting go card. It is a giving up energy. This smells a teensy bit like good old-fashioned pirate mutiny. It's giving the feelings of, we are all aware it's his choice. How do we make sure his choice is our choice? And this does not support him going a full 8 years. In fact, this doesn't even look good for him getting to start his second batch of 4 years. Hey y'all, how you perking? I hope you're perking good. So, President Biden stepping down and dropping out of the 2024 presidential race. That's been some of the biggest news we've had lately. We've had a series of huge news with the attempted pew-pew of former President Trump. That was also predicted here. So if you haven't seen that video, that's also here on the channel where we predicted that. And now here with Biden, I've been saying this for 4 years. And so I went back and was like, well, let me review some of my videos here so I can find clips from where I've been saying this over the past 4 years. And y'all saw some brief little snippets of that at the start of this video. I have the full clips here for you, so you don't have to hunt down any old videos. I've got the full clips here for you to take a look at. With that, take in mind, I only looked through my political videos, the ones that were like the purpose of the video was to discuss politics. I did not look through any of my old live streams. I didn't look through any of my old monthly prediction videos except for the July predictions video that I filmed in June. I did include that since that's relevant to now. We are currently, at the time of filming, in July 2024. So that's the only one I included there. And if I had said anything in any other video that wasn't, you know, meant to be politics, but then politics came up, let's say, you know, any of my past astrological readings where I did like full moons, new moons, you know, eclipses, things like that, I didn't look through any of those videos. So there could be more instances of proof of this than even the ones that we're showing here. But I got tired of looking back through old content. If any of y'all have ever watched yourself back or heard yourself on old videos from like 4 years ago, I imagine you were probably like, cringe, listen to me, look at me from 4 years ago. I had to do that. No thank you, no thank you, I did enough. I looked enough. I got enough examples that I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. So I'm about to roll those examples for you, and then afterwards we'll meet back here and talk about some of the upcoming videos that I have planned based on popular demand requests from y'all. So I'll have that there whenever we meet back here. So before we get into this, I just want to give a quick Perk Squad shout out. I like to give Perk Squad shout outs to channel members here. Again, you can click the blue join button somewhere up here if you you see it up there. It's technically the blue join button down by the subscribe button, or the link in the description box. It'll take you to the Perk Squad, the channel membership. Lots of perks there, one of which video shout out. So shout out to you, the Luann. Thank you for being a member of the Perk Squad. Happy to have you here. So shout out to you, the Luann. Love having you be a member. Appreciate you. And for everyone else, no worries. We got all the content coming up right here for you, and I'll meet you back here in just a second. Remember, in terms of the presidential election, this card is probably standing for Biden because he's a Scorpio. So we have the Ace of Wands here upright. Then we have the Two of Wands, so an ace and a two. Then we have him here in the upright position. So let's see where this is taking us about Biden. Let's see. Okay, well, this one's going to fall out. Was this upright or reverse? Okay, came out reverse. Okay. Okay. Where are we going with that? Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Okay. I'm just saying what I'm seeing here, and this is all alleged. I'm just saying what I'm seeing, okay? So, Ace of Wands and Two of Wands, both being trying to start something new, trying to move forward in career, trying to, you know, make this next step, coming up with all these types of plans, all these types of angles to make things work. Here we go. Again, I think that this is Biden, but there's a chance it could be referring to some other male. There is a chance, so I will just say that for, you know, a disclaimer. But then here we get the Three of Pentacles in reverse and the Seven of Wands in reverse. Then the Devil card in reverse. Y'all, with this, the Three of Pentacles in reverse, that means either there's something messed up with his team of people, like either with the people that he works with or anybody that's on, you know, like his side, I guess, like someone in the Democratic Party or things like that. Could even be someone in his inner circle. Something not good, going wrong, bad about that team. Something, ooh, this doesn't look good here. This doesn't look good. And when we get this Seven of Wands in reverse, this is kind of an energy of feeling like someone has to give up some kind of way. I don't know why someone would have to give up, but we get the Devil card in reverse, which is like trying to separate from some sort of a bad situation or separate from something that's negative, something that's harmful to like mental health even, or emotional states, or could be an issue with health in general. I'm seeing someone that might have to kind of give up a bit. Like, that's what that card goes to, like giving up a bit. I don't know if this means that something happens that's pretty detrimental to either Biden or the Democratic side. I don't know if this means that somebody gets somebody around this bad group of people and around whoever this guy is, whether it's Biden or someone else, this guy and this bad group of people, that somebody either feels like they have to give up, they have to walk away, they've been outed some kind of way, maybe even some internal mutiny against this person some type of way, like, oh, this is a bad look, you know, you got to step aside or something like this. This is looking like it's something that could really knock somebody off their high horse. This could really knock somebody off their horse, take the wind out of their sails, and probably be pretty embarrassing or problematic or, you know, etc., etc. This is not a good look here. That something might come up or come out that could be a difficult challenge for Biden, and might either, again, disadvantage him or make him look bad. And it's possible I'm just saying it is possible he may not be able to see this thing out all the way through. Somewhere in this process, I see something screwing up, something happening, something, some misfortune or something like that happening, and I don't see him being able to last through it. I see something getting in the way and him not being able to see it through. I don't know what that's referring to because I can't squeeze what I don't have out the cards, but y'all, I'm just saying. The Chariot card, speaking about moving forward, this is a full stop. This is somebody's pumping the brakes and being like, hold on, we've got to take a pause here. Then we've got a King of Pentacles and the Empress card, both in the upright position. So and this is different than the people we've talked about before. Here's a powerful man and a very powerful woman. So this woman's even more powerful than the first one we talked about. She has more influence, more say. She has more ability to sway people to what she feels like is a smart move. And so it's very interesting that they're bringing her up in here. These two are working together some kind of a way. And again, now or in the future, we are asking about the future of President Biden. We're saying that this is the reading for the future of President Joe Biden. So this woman that's exceedingly influential and this man are working together after pumping the brakes to be like, hey, reroute. We've got a plan for some things. The Moon card, there's something already there, but it's hidden. When the Moon card is upright, that means whatever it is suppressed right now. It's not coming up and out yet. It is suppressed right now. The Hermit card, isolation, withdrawal, reflection. That's, again, very pushed down, hidden. That's not something that's, I'm out there, out and about, for the whole world to see kind of thing. And the Eight of Wands, discussing, communicating. And so whatever these talks are, they've been happening for a long time already, and like it's a plan. They're developing plans. Now, I don't see this necessarily as plan A. It feels more like a plan B because of the Moon card being upright. Moon card, you see the two towers, A, B, B is the second letter of the alphabet. I'm an intuitive reader, this is how things go, whatever. People who are like, oh, you're doing weird shit with the tarot, whatever. I got a good track record, y'all. I got a good track record, and the reason why is because I'm an intuitive reader, and I don't just stick with, the exacts of everything. Although, technically, I have not veered away from the exact meaning of any of the cards. Just throwing that out there for people that like to be like, the fuck, this is how it happens, okay? This is how it happens. But anyway, with it being plan B, still suppressed, still hidden under, as the Moon card would suggest, this feels like, yeah, we're just planning for the just in case. We have to have a plan B here. So I am aware that people have written in the comments before, in my videos, about like, oh, I think that there is a plan to try to push President Biden out so that he will only serve this one term, because even the people who, support him allegedly don't want him to have a second one. I don't necessarily see that as entirely true here, because that sounds to me more like a plan A. Like plan A, we got to get this fella out of here. We have to replace him because, whatever. I don't see that as happening here. I see that as a plan B. So I do see that. That actually is showing up in the cards, but it's showing up as a plan B. So it seems more like, okay, plan A is to go full steam ahead, put all our eggs in that basket, but let's be in extensive talks about what if those eggs go rotten? What if those eggs go Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall? What do? We need to have an immediate plan of action that we can all stand by, so that this will immediately recover in the way that we want it to, where we're kind of in control over that. Y'all know what the Justice card means. Justice, fairness, balance, legalities. It's in the reverse position here. In the spirit guide's way of delivering this, This means that there is something that will likely happen to President Joe Biden in the not so distant future that is considered, spiritually speaking, I guess, unfair, unbalanced, possibly messing with the legal way that things are supposed to be done. Stuff that, Ace of Cups in reverse, y'all, stuff that emotionally would affect him and or his family and or his supporters, negatively affect them. And Knight of Wands in reverse, this is like, the Knight of Wands is an impulsive card, but with it coming up in reverse, it's like they have, like, with whatever this is going to happen, and again, this part here I am sure is future oriented. Don't know how far into the future. It doesn't feel like it's, you know, super far into the future, but future oriented. It's like something's going to happen, and they're going to act like, we thought about this. We gave this time. We considered this so heavily. We really, you know, made sure we were thinking about everyone when we did this, and we thought it through, and yada, yada, yada. But we're going to be able to see that kind of like, I'm itching to do this thing. We're going to be able to see that through and through. It's going to be obvious. And so we're going to be like, no, you didn't, babe. Like, don't lie to me. And you know, this does make me feel sorry for the guy. And I've said a million times on this channel, and I'll repeat it again, that I am a centrist. I have plenty of beliefs and opinions politically. They just don't naturally fall on one side or the other of the two-party spectrum that we have here in the United States. I've got a few scattered over here, a few scattered over here, and I have been honest that I've not been a super fan of either President Joe Biden or former President Trump. Neither of them have floated my boat too well. So I'm trying to be as, you know, neutral as I can in both of these readings, and hopefully people can see that. But I do kind of genuinely feel bad for some of the things I'm seeing here, because as this reading has been about him, you notice right out the gate, the first things that came up was about family issues and his son. The second thing that came up brought up some powerful, influential woman. The third thing that came up brought up even more powerful woman and this man making plans. And then here's these plans. And then the next thing that got brought up was something happening in the future that's like, you know, kind of shitty towards him or whatever. And so I kind of feel bad that literally everything coming up in his reading that's supposed to be about him, it is about him, but like around him. Hey, I'm concerned about, you know, any cognitive declines. And it looks like his hands are tied as it relates to that. So whatever process is going on there cognitively, it does seem to be a chronic degenerative issue. Like, it's not going to get better. It, like, you know, that it's already tied his hands and blindfolded him. So he's already limited in his capacity, and it's not going to improve. In terms of his health, I was shuffling and this happened, so I'm going to pull this down. Future of Joe Biden's health. Future of the president's health. Okay. Okay. I will say they didn't give me the death card, which is a good sign. Not saying he's immortal, nobody is, but saying that they're not going to go there with this. So either that means we have quite a chunk of time before that happens, or that means, bitch, we're not going there. So, okay, I will take either. I'm not going to squeeze the cards to try to pull something out that they're not giving, but I will take what they do give. And so what they do give, we've got the 5 of Cups in reverse, I almost said upright, but in reverse, which is that there are some silver linings here. And so there are some things going on with his health that are better than what some people project. That being said, remember that Empress card that showed up in that other reading? She's still coming up here again. Major influence, major influence. And so whatever she wants is what goes. So if what she wants is for him to be perceived as being in good health, that will go. If what she wants is for him to be perceived as being in very poor health, then that will go in terms of the message that gets disseminated across mainstream. Don't know if she's front and center or if she's pulling the marionette strings, but interesting. This is feeling like somebody whose hands are tied, you know, literally, figuratively, that somebody in the political sphere, it's like, I'm sorry, you know, this is what it is. There's nothing really more we can do. Like, I'm getting that phrase in my head of like, I'm sorry, there's nothing more that can be done. There's nothing more that we can do. And with that being said, that feels like it's, I don't want to say ending a chapter, because this is an 8 of Swords. It's not quite an end of a chapter, but it's getting close. We're at an 8. This goes up to 10. You know, so it's kind of like, all right, we're butting on up there towards the end of a certain chapter. We're getting pretty close. It's like it's already over. All the extras that you're trying to put in it, it's just drowning kicks. You know, you're gonna drown anyway, kind of thing. Just succumb to it. It's kind of what this is saying in, you know, obviously non-literally here. So with that being said, that is like nearing the end of something, politically speaking. With the end of this, when this does come to an end, because again, this is just an 8 of Swords, we still have 2 more to go, so there's still some time left on this for more drowning kicks, more attempts at trying to make things better when it kind of can't really get better. As that's happening, we have our Magician card up right here, and then our Wheel of Fortune card in reverse here. This is a very interesting kind of lineup, because it's like, while we're waiting for this to finalize and finish running its course, then somebody else or something else starts to rise up as a, either like as a replacement or as the new thing to shift over into. There's some kind of a newness here, and this newness is coming in a very capable way. This Magician card is portraying someone here that has a ton of resources, a ton of access, you know, total ability to do whatever they want with each of these pieces of the tarot that they have here. You know, this Magician is an alchemist on this card. We're seeing that somebody or something is able to kind of to take an opportunity here and kind of shift the lay of the land. In terms of, is this a good thing or not so good thing that this is showing up here? It's a little bit of both. A little bit of both. Moving on with this, the 7 of Wands card is a letting go card. It is a giving up energy. Right now, as I'm speaking right now, like I said, when I started recording this, now we're at 5:47 p.m. on July 5th. As of this time, he has, since the debate, had several appearances where he has really dug his heels down, and he has said, I'm not going anywhere. I am running for president again. I am here to stay. He has been very, very vocal about that, very, very forthcoming about, I'm here and you're not going to take me anywhere. And yes, to date, as of this time, there have been mumblings from some people saying, I wish he would step down. I hope he does, you know, push away and let somebody else come in his place. There's been people saying that, but he in no way, shape, or form has given any indication of that. He's been loud and strong that he's staying in this race. But the Seven of Wands in reverse card is a letting go card, sometimes a giving up card. This is really, to me, just reminding me, and again, if you're an OG here on the channel, you can vouch for this for anybody that may or may not be coming new here today, that literally since 2019, since before the pandemic happened, my cards, every time I've been reading about Joe Biden, have said he would not be making it through a full 2 terms. They have been saying that. Man, what I should have done is just tried to go through all my old videos and like literally put up a screenshot of every single time I've said that, of like, he's not going to be able to go the full 8 years. He's not going to last the full 8 years. He's not going to go a full 2 terms. I'm just not seeing it. I'm just not seeing it. I have said that and said that and said that for the last literally 5 years now. The idea of new beginnings and shifting things up, that's just, that goes back to what I was seeing in the other pool. Like, I know he gets to be the one to make the decision about whether he would run or whether he would step down. And he is adamant that he will run. So, by all accounts, I should be wrong in everything that I've been seeing here. And I might be wrong. In reverse, it's taking it away. This is the card we just talked about when we talked about sneakiness. Bringing something new, taking something away, being sneaky about it. I'm not gonna lie, this smells a teensy bit like good old-fashioned pirate mutiny. I mean, and I don't mean to laugh about it, because that ain't a good thing. They're both here. I see you trying it. However, our sneaky card is in reverse, aka behind the scenes. So for all these people that are saying, oh no, this stuff isn't happening, we see that he says he wants to continue to run. And so there's plenty of people like, we're out there supporting him. I'm going to back him. As long as he wants to run, I'm going to back him. And people are saying that front facing. But behind the scenes, there are some discussions, like not just some musings among friends, not just some locker room talk. There are discussions like to the tune of like secret society level discussions happening about what plans can be made to get this to go a different way than what Joe Biden has professed it will. So this is already underway, and it is underway in a formalized way, in a serious way, in a very real way. Whew. Just intense, you know? It's just intense. So it's giving the feelings of, we are all aware it's his choice. How do we make sure his choice is our choice? Even in best cases, this does not look good for the man. And this does not support him going a full 8 years. In fact, this doesn't even look good for him getting to start his second batch of 4 years. Alrighty, y'all, so welcome back. That was a lot, and like I said, I didn't even look through all the videos, so I guess you're welcome for not having to hear more than just that. I think those examples suffice. But yeah, been seeing that for a while. Seemed like maybe it was good for him to step down or drop out, but at the same time, like I said in those clips, also very sad. I felt for them, you know, people with compassion and empathy. We feel for people, okay? And so, anyway, moving forward, so far at the time of filming this, let's see, it is July 24th, a Wednesday at the time of filming this. So, right now, Vice President Kamala Harris has his endorsement for running for president in 2024 in his place, basically. So right now, people have been requesting some readings on Kamala. I have that down. People have been requesting, let me pull up, I'll tell you what all I've written down from your requests, and I'm sure, you know, there may be more, and keep them coming. You know, I certainly like to take a look at what y'all are asking for and try to make videos on that if I feel so called. But people were asking for readings, an update reading on Trump to get more of what's coming up for him now that he's moving ahead. People are also looking for a reading on JD Vance. That's his running mate, his VP pick for the presidential election of 2024 here. Like I mentioned, Kamala, people are also looking for a reading, an update reading on RFK Jr. I already have one on the channel from far back. I could do an update on that. People have also asked for Project 2025. I'm not familiar with that. I can, you know, do a video on that. People have also asked for an update on the Gaza situation over there, you know, Israel, Gaza, Palestine, all of that that's been going on, an update reading on that. And people are also, I thought this was a nice, interesting spin, wanting to know kind of with some of these issues that we're worried about, such as, you know, the conflict and war going on over there in Israel, Palestine, the conflict war going on over there in Ukraine and Russia and things like that. People are asking, you know, what would be the difference in how those things play out if Kamala and Biden are Kamala and whoever she would be choosing, I guess, as a VP pick, if she's the one that ends up getting nominated. I don't know that that's confirmed yet. I think that she's presumptive nominee, but not confirmed yet. But, you know, we'll just go with that. Her and her VP pick, unless that landscape changes, how would they be responding to those types of conflicts and wars if they get elected, versus how would Trump and JD Vance respond to those types of things if they get elected? You know, would there be any differences in how we experience these earth-shattering worldly happenings if one team is elected versus the other team is elected? You know, what's the difference there? What could we look forward to? I thought that was a very thoughtful and interesting question, so I wrote that down too. There's so many different things that people are asking for. People are also asking for another one of those channeled message videos, where I channel a message from light beings to give some sort of insights from that perspective. People have asked on that. People have also asked for an update on whether or not we see in the future any WW3 things going on. So looking into that, there's so many things that I've got on the list here that I would like to look at. So I will be trying to carve out time for those things between my jobs and get some videos out for you. Keep the requests coming. I'll keep adding them to the considerations list. For, as usual, anyone who would like to book a private reading with me, BeasTalksAndTarot.com. You can book a private reading with me there. There's private readings, Reiki Energy Healing, life coaching kind of healing sessions, Reiki Energy Healing Sessions as well. All of that. If you have any questions about any of those things, or questions about stuff that you think I could help with, and if they would fit into any of those categories, just reach out to me in my email. That's BeasTalksAndTarot@gmail.com. I can answer any of your questions there. And stay tuned for a little B-roll as always, so we can end with puppy shenanigans yet again. And yeah, I have been trying to race to get this little intro and outro filmed because I don't know if y'all can hear the thunder coming in, so I've been pushing myself to speak fast and get through it. I've been stuttering up a storm trying to get this out fast. I just don't want the power to go out or anything like that while I'm sitting here trying to talk to you. So, anywho, y'all, let me know, keep me posted, let's discuss in the comments, and don't be a stranger, come back and see me, and I will talk at you later. Bye, y'all. Izzy, it's an empty plate. That is an empty plate. What are you doing? Look at your little tail. Wait, what are you get up? Girl, get off of this pillow. What are you doing? Squee, it's an empty plate. My gosh. You can't have it. It's an empty plate. What do you need? There's nothing on it. Easy. Sit down. Sit down. Girl. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Girl. Calm down. Little butt wags. Little licks. Oh, she's sitting down. And do you need to just lick the plate? Do we just no, not my hand. Girl, what the? Whoa, hey. What are you doing? That's my hand. You're eating my hand. My gosh. Do you need to lick the plate? Oh my gosh. Is it this important to lick the plate? This is, we're teaching bad manners. This is not good puppy etiquette. Alright, well, we're on the couch licking mommy's plate.